the seasoned vet on this team. What's your role on studying these young players and keeping them, giving that experience that you have?
Yeah, I think a big thing is, like I told Scoot, we have a lot of conversations after the first game. Keep your foot on the gas pedal. We're a young team. We lack in experience, but what we lack in experience, we have in youth and athleticism and speed and all these other things. So we got to use that stuff to our advantage. Get up and down the court, play a fast game, and keep attacking, stay aggressive. We're going to turn the ball over. We're going to, commit dumb fouls. We're going to do dumb stuff during the game because of our youth, but we got to keep playing. We got to keep being aggressive, keep playing in the paint. That's going to be our strength this season, and believing in each other and sticking together. For me, it's about keeping these guys together, making sure that they know there's another game to improve. There's another game to take a step forward. I thought tonight we did take a step forward. It's not the result we wanted, no, but this is big picture. And from the first game to this game, I thought we played harder tonight. I thought we executed more. I think our youth showed at the end, and to end quarters, we didn't finish quarters right, but that's going to be another step for us. So I'm encouraged. We're going to keep getting better.
Malcolm, do you feel like you have, for these next few weeks while Ant is out, that you have a little bit more of a responsibility even than you did before to be out there and kind of stabilize things with either Scoot or with Shea and kind of have that be your role?
I honestly think that's my role regardless. It's definitely helpful when there's another vet guard out there, an Ant, all-star level guard. So him not being here really hurts us, but that's an opportunity for Shea, and I thought Shea stepped up, big tonight and played a very good game. But we got to help him. I think we all can do better. I think for us, it's more defensively. At the end, we weren't able to make shots. That's a team that packs the paint and makes you shoot threes. We weren't making the shots that we should have, but defensively, I thought we had too many breakdowns. And it's a communication thing. It's not coaching. This is on the players. We got to be better. We got to open our mouths. In the NBA, young guys tend to not talk as much, and so we're not talking a lot out there. It's quiet. Guys don't know whether to switch on screens, whether to stay, and it's all the communication thing. So we definitely got to be better.
Do you feel like Scoot was more comfortable tonight than he was the other night in LA?
Yeah, no, I thought he definitely came out more comfortable. Thought he came out aggressive. He took his shots. You're gonna miss shots, but what I've been telling him: take your shots when you're open. Shoot the ball. His strength is getting downhill, using his speed, even using his IQ. He's a smart player. He has great feel, but he has to trust that. But you can't rush experience. You can't rush reps. He has to get these games under his belt, and people got to be patient. I mean, that's what it is. He's a premier talent, and people got to be patient and let him work himself into a rhythm.
Is there anything about him defensively that you can see that maybe he needs to fix to cut down the fouls?
I think he's aggressive defensively. I honestly like the way he's playing defense. I think he's going to foul because he's trying to figure out how to be physical, how to be aggressive without fouling. So I think he's overly aggressive defensively, which I think is great for a young guy. You want a guy that you have to reel in rather than a young guy that you're saying, come on, you're ramping him up, trying to push him to be more aggressive. So I think he has the perfect mentality. He just has to learn the tricks of the game, how to foul without getting called. That's what vets do. We foul without getting the call. So and also the refs are looking to call him on the rookie. So he just has to learn the game, and it's all experience. He's going to get it.
You guys foul, even though you don't get the call, then you complain when you do get the call.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to complain regardless. Yeah. That's what vets do.
Malcolm, what are the challenges and opportunities of kind of coaching a guy up like Scoot when there's so much difference in your guys' game where you play more controlled, he's more transition-based, the ability to blow by guys on pick and rolls. Like, what are those challenges and opportunities that kind of, with your experience with working with him?
Well, I've while our games are very different, I've played with guys like him. I've played with Eric Bledsoes in Milwaukee, and played against the best players in the world that are, the John Walls, the Kemba Walkers, that in their prime were blow-by, strong, big guards that could do it all. And that's his mold. That's his mold. Russell Westbrook. Russ is still playing like that. I think Scoot got a taste of that the other night. Russ is at a high level still. So it's really just trying to show him that film, breaking down a lot of film with him, and feeding him as much information as possible. I know he's drinking through a water hose right now because everybody's talking to him. Everybody's giving him information. Everybody's giving him what they think is best for him. So I'm not trying to overload him, but I'm trying to be a voice for him that's there and that understands as a teammate. It's different when it comes from a teammate rather than a coach. I think players hear it differently. So it's I feel blessed to be in this position to be able to mentor such a talent.
On the mentoring side, Scoot mentioned just a minute ago that you would help him financially. Does your experience and obviously being a part of the PA, kind of being a leader in the league, that you feel like it's your responsibility to make sure that the next generation of guys fall in that same line?
Yeah, and helping him financially, to clarify, is just making sure he feels comfortable with who's managing his money, and he's has his money placed in the right places. As far as the details, I want nothing to do with that. But I am a guy with a position on the PA on the executive committee. I know the resources that the players have. I can be a middleman for that and get them the resources that they need, but I also have contacts outside of the NBA that I have a great financial team. I know other guys that have great financial teams, and for young guys like him that are already making a lot of money but also are going to make even more money, I want him to be financially. At the end of the day, that's what it's about, taking care of your family. And I know he has a very close-knit family, a very smart family that's here for him. So I think he's in good hands. I think he's in good hands.
Malcolm, one more rookie to ask you about. Toumani, what have been your impressions of him and just kind of where his basketball IQ is at being a four-year college guy?
I think he's been great. I think he showed that he's a four-year college guy. He plays very steady. He's like me when I came in. He's very steady. He's very smart. He doesn't force shots. He has a very calm demeanor, presence about him, which I think is special for a young guy. And I think he's going to play a lot of minutes on this team. I think he's showing his value. And we love him here. We love him. We love his presence in the locker room, but we also love what he brings to the court.